What's up, everyone? This is Ashley, your Sky Reacher Community Manager, and it is time for episode 68 of the Creation of the Week. In this week's episode, we are taking a tour of Dr. Papa Plays Island. This is an alt of Dr. Papa. This is another entry from the Celestial Structures, a space-themed build challenge tour. I will put their exact Roblox username in the description below. Before we take the tour, I want to sneak peek behind the build. Dr. Papa said his inspiration came from Galaxy Quest Omega 13, which is a movie, and I'm going to insert a clip from his inspo somewhere in this video, so keep an eye out for that. Dr. Papa said the palette for this build is Dreadstone, coal, and blue glass, and it took about 20 hours to build across an entire week. So let's get our tour. Ready for the tour? Here's our host. Ooh. All right. Let's do it. I'm excited. This is a ginormous room. I think he's all right. He says, I was inspired by Galaxy Quest and the scene that shows the inside of the Omega 13. Got this little room back here. In that scene, they start by falling down a shaft. Okay. Good detail. It's cool. Neato. I thought about building the shaft, but the mechanics were a challenge. Yeah, I could see that. Look at all the things moving. That's so cool. Cool effect. And then they look down and see a big fan. Oop, yep, there's a big fan. That's a cool effect. Whoa. Very cool. I added lights to help with scale. Yeah. Cool. Super cool. After that, they look up and see the movement of the Omega 13. So that's this blue blue and purple glowy thing. Oh, their underling is inside there. Oh, that's creative. That's super cool. Neat idea. To simulate this, I used underlings to send ore to a chest in the center. That's so cool. What a neat idea. Who knew you could box up your underlings in that tiny little space? That's so cool. I could think of lots of other ways that this little setup would be neat for a build. Very cool. Very creative. The challenge is that the underlings have a sizable range unless you enclose them in glass. Yeah, that's very creative. So cool. I think he's typing more. And then it looks like there's snow effect blocks to create the particle effects. So I built little glass PDs to send the materials to the center. And then there's like rain effect blocks in here, snow effect blocks, and electric effect blocks. That really give it character and personality, and what a cool idea. In the movie, the effect goes up from the center to a larger mass above. Looks like maybe coal blocks and blue glass and probably some lights. These rain effect blocks turned upside down to drive this look. Yep. That's so cool. Very, very creative. Out of the box thinking for this build. He says, I also use snow effect blocks to show other movement. Yeah, I noted that from the get-go. At first I thought it was like something else being moved like far away on, when you're on your island and you have automation set up, you can see the things moving. I thought that was it, but no. Finally, in the top center, I used electric effects to demonstrate power. Yep, that's so cool. I love those blocks. They are very versatile. That's so cool. The ceiling is blue glass and pole blocks. Yeah. There must be lighting on the outside. Most of the walls are dreadstone, yeah. Dreadstone is versatile in that it can look metallic. Coming down. This is so cool. And the fan is compressed coal. We're going across into another little room, different shape than the other side. He ran out of time to build the control room. That would have been cool. Maybe next time. I love the shadow over there. That looks cool. The effect that it has on the wall. So neat. What a cool build. It's a small build, but a lot of fun getting the automation and effects working. All right, well, that wraps up the tour. So first off, we're going to get our screenshot. And I kind of want... trying to figure out how to get the... Oh, I can't really, can I? That almost gives me... There we go. There's our screenshot. You know what time it is. But it is time to go behind this build. Alright. We asked Dr. Papa what his favorite thing was, and he said doing the video when complete. And this is where I am going to insert the video.
Well, don't look down.
Commander, what I'd give to see what you're seeing.
Talking about?
You're deep in the underbelly of the Omega-13. Oh, it must be spectacular.
Well, it doesn't look like much to me. It's just these few walls and this dumb spinning fan that we have in every single...
What was the most challenging to complete? Getting the underlings to behave. Yeah. I bumped my mouse. What are you most proud of? He says the view looking up. Let me Let's go down and look up. There we go. Where's that view looking up? When we asked if there was anything else to share, Dr. Papa said, um, join us to have fun building. So, yeah, if you are not already playing Sky Reacher, you should definitely join. And if you love building, this is the game for you. But thank you guys so much for joining me for episode 68 of the Creation of the Week. Stick around till the very end to find out how many ash blocks this build received. If you would like your build featured, click the form in the description below. We generally coordinate tours through Discord, but if you don't have access, just note that in your form. And then you can look for an in-game mail from Ashlane_0110. If you have questions about the Creation of the Week, you can also reach out the same way. Take care, you all. Next week, we're taking another space theme build tour. This time, we're going to check out DV Erebos' entry for the Celestial Structures Build Challenge. I will see you then. Bye.